All right. So Ryan, now that we've got an overview, what's next?
Well, a common question I get is, I want to train my guys. We'll use apprenticeship because that's a big thing in our
Okay.
industry.
Sure. Sure.
I want to do an apprenticeship for my employees. Do I have to build my own curriculum and build my own program?
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Well, let me start with a little backstory on that. And you're familiar with this. Now you've been doing apprenticeship 6 years now. Is that
Believe
about
so.
right? About 5 or 6 years. Going back a little bit before your time, when I first started full time at My Colt Enterprises, we're working on books and it was out of the code cycle. And at the time, I actually did not have any employees, not even one. I was in charge of me, myself, and I worked for Mike on the books and the videos, and I taught some seminars, and quite frankly, I got bored. And so, I saw that we had an apprenticeship curriculum, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't really like this. And I told Mike I didn't like it. And he's like, don't tell me you don't like something. He's like, fix it. And so I was like, all right. So based on my experience as a third generation master electrician and electrical contractor, and I've had a number of employees over the years, I took apart the entire lesson plan, kind of shuffled it around and said, how can I deliver training to young people or new electricians, either one, that is going to educate them in a sense, in an order that makes sense, but also for the people that are employing them, how can I make those employers money with that education as they go through their education? And I built our very first curriculum. Since then, Ryan, we have thousands of schools. I don't even know how many thousands of instructors are in the capacitor. And one thing that I will say is this, our curriculum, I wish I could take credit for it. I really do, because it's amazing. But the reality of the matter is that we have instructors and we have curriculum coordinators, yourself. We have Dan Herrick actually as a tremendous assistance to us. He is actually our My Colt Enterprises director or is it director of curriculum? Or what is curriculum development, I think? Director of curriculum development. He does a great job with curriculums, capacitors, students. We have had so much feedback that we have a strong curriculum that's already done. I'm talking what to cover, what pages to cover in the book, what sections to cover in the code, what videos to watch, what assignments to give, and hour by hour, how long it should take. And you know what's even cooler than that, Ryan? Is that, and I think this might have actually been your brainchild. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but this might have been your brainchild. We actually built all these classes and said, hey, you know what would be really cool is if we could just like preload these into the capacitor for somebody so that they don't have to do work. They can just literally like, listen, we're electricians. We're not interested in all this computer crap. We just want to get in there, open up some stuff and start teaching electrical because that's what we love. And so we actually provide you in your dashboard right out the gate. We can give you either a 4-level curriculum for apprenticeship, but Ryan, we can give them a book curriculum for an individual book. We can give them a set of book curriculums. And we don't just have a 4-level curriculum. We've got a variety of curriculums because different states have different requirements. And at this point, if I'm not mistaken, we're in all 50 states in many schools. Now, let me be clear. We are not an apprenticeship program, but we have an amazing curriculum that has been approved by states for apprenticeship programs all over the United States. So that's kind of the general overview of our curriculum. Now, I'm guessing that wasn't exactly what you were driving towards. Do you have something else in mind besides just describing the curriculum?
That actually was what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of times, like you said, as electricians, we don't have time to build our own curriculum. We need something pre-built out of the box. And so that's exactly what was the answer to the question I have.
Well,
but
I'm going to take it to the next level.
Go for it.
Okay, because I'm kind of excited about this. And then I kind of hinted at this, and this was your brainchild, but if I go into the capacitor, I'm just going to show you here because this is where I'm logged in. When I log into the capacitor, if you look right here, this 2023 Level 1 class, if I click View Class on this, and you were to open up our lesson plans, this class is going to exactly in order match the lesson plans. The whole thing is done for you, Ryan, right? Am I right? Is it?
You're correct.
There's nothing that they have to do.
No, sir.
I mean, literally, you sit down, you click on the class, and you start teaching. It's just that simple. And I'm really excited about that. And I appreciate your efforts to really streamline that process and make it easier for our guys, because that's what we're here about. We want to make
Absolutely.
it easy to educate the next generation.
Absolutely.